समुंदर पार मैं तेरे पीछे पीछे आ गया मैं.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Today we are with a group of very special people. People special in their own respective areas of expertise, of their contribution to the society. I'm very glad to welcome Dr. Paul Jason Granick. He's come all the way from Pennsylvania to Ahmedabad, Gujarat in India. And his presence itself is a testimony to how vibrant India is, how vibrant Gujarat is. Dr. Paul Jason, I must really congratulate you for taking this wonderful decision because you are in such safe hands. And when I say that, I mean Dr. Tejas Patel and his team. Dr. Tejas is India's most celebrated doctor. This cardiologist from Gujarat, from a nondescript village in central Gujarat, who has made not only India so very proud of him with his unbelievable achievements, but he is sort of a pioneer when it comes to education in interventional cardiology. So, again, I would congratulate you, Paul, for taking this decision. But I have few questions in my mind.
So I picked here because it was my best interest to come here. I'm a trauma and emergency surgeon in America, in Pennsylvania, and my job is a stressful job, and I also have a strong family history of cardiac disease. I think different surgeons do things differently, and different surgeons have different abilities according to the experience of what they have done. And there was the surgeons in India, especially there's one in particular who, I think is probably the world's best surgeon for my problem. His name is Dr. Bhattacharya. And after doing research, it became very clear that Dr. Bhattacharya has more experience to help with my problem than anybody else in the world. So that is when I decided that the smart thing to do is to go to the person who has the most experience in the world to take care of me so I get what I need done right the first time and not do it and get it done the first time right. So that is what led me to come here. But there's a lot of surprises that I encountered when I came here about how pleasantly surprised I was about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. And Rose, like you being an important stakeholder, what was your role in this entire process of zeroing in to India?
I admit initially I was hesitant. It seemed like a very big undertaking. We have 5 children. So it meant leaving them and, trusting people that I had never met before. But we trust Dr. Pancholi, Jason's cardiologist, and he has such trust in Dr. Patel and his team that made me feel like we were making the right decision. Then when we got here, I can't say enough about how kind everyone was, how helpful everyone was, the facility, how clean and comfortable it is, and also just how everyone was truly concerned with Jason's well-being and also my well-being and my mother-in-law's well-being.
When I got here, I couldn't believe how clean this hospital is. I have been in many hospitals. I've worked in many hospitals, and I'm a stickler for everything. And I will tell you, I have never been in a hospital that is cleaner than this hospital. They might be as clean, but there is no hospital cleaner than here. That is the truth. So that stereotype is completely ridiculous, and I think it is very unfair that people hold that kind of idea that the cleanliness here is not just as good or better than anywhere else. In addition, my surprise here is that I knew Dr. Patel. I had read about the senior Dr. Patel, Tejas Patel, as world renowned as an interventional cardiologist. And when I came here, I found out that not only him and his son Aman Patel, Dr. Aman Patel, is also a unbelievable interventional cardiologist, but the two of them together run a very tight ship.
Okay.
And they make sure everything here happens exactly as it is supposed to happen. And so I was super impressed with the organization and how careful everything was planned out. And I said, the reason why I'm even more impressed is because this place provides care as good as anywhere in the world. And I am talking about as good as anywhere in the world. So you know what that means. And it provides good as care, but they're able to do it carefully and with husbanding their resources. You know, they have lots of resources, but some other places have unlimited resources.
Good.
This place is able to provide the care at the level that anyone else could do, but they do it carefully, smartly, and they are not extravagantly using resources, which I am super impressed with.
And Dr. Patel, what does it mean, Dr. Paul Jason's coming to India to be operated upon for the medical fraternity and the medical tourism, which is being given a boost in the country and especially in Gujarat?
Medical tourism is a very talked about word coined, and it is being discussed everywhere. All the governments, regional governments discuss this, even the central government discuss this. But I had I absolutely clear mind that whatever patient we get a lot of patients, medical tourism from different pockets of the world, including the Indian diaspora of USA, UK, and then the Middle East and certain other Arab countries, and then again Indian diaspora of the Africa. But most of the patients who are coming are uninsured patients. They are really tight with their budget, and they come here for the treatment because there are long waiting list and all those issues. I had real it was completely I was awestruck when Jason took this decision, because he could have gone to any place in the world, any place in the US, any place in the Europe, but he trusted us for his own heart, and that is an extremely heartwarming event for us. And I think this is a real medical tourism.
So medical tourism is when people come out scouting for us, as is in the case of Dr. Tejas Patel and Aman, who is evolved as one of the most promising cardiologists in the country. And you were all set to do a procedure on a 97-year-old lady. So can you tell us a little more about that, please?
Yes, so got a call from a family friend that his grandmother is 97-year-old and has a massive infarct ongoing, and she was in the window period in the first hour. So I explained him that at this age you have to take a call whether you want to just give medications and treat her at home and accept her destiny, or you want to do some aggressive intervention and do some scientific treatment and extract as much life out of her as much as we can. And they wanted to do the best possible treatment. Her husband was also alive at 99 years of age, and he said that you do whatever you want to do. And so we fixed that artery on time, and she did pretty well. She came on her first follow-up, and she's fine.
Okay.
Told that this is one of the toughest case, and bypass surgery needs to be done. What do you think? Will Dr. Bhattacharya be able to do justice to this case? And I told him, give me 2 minutes. I reviewed it and I phoned him back. And I told him it is an easy case for him.
Wow.
Because he has
Okay.
done much more complicated cases with us, like 10% pumping and this type of endarterectomy, 15% pumping and endarterectomy, multi-vessel endarterectomy bypass with double valve replacement, all those sort of things. And 99% of the patients, they go alive and they live very long. So he is a blessed pair of hands. I must say that he is technically extremely sound, but you know, being technically extremely sound is one thing, and there are people who are blessed by the superpower with the results, long lasting results. So I was very confident that we are going to do justice to this case, but simultaneously I was apprehensive too that nothing should go wrong, not even 0.0000001% should go wrong, because I want, Jason and Rose and Janet go out of this place very smiling, and that will be that is probably the the most precious gift we can give to them.
Yes. I want to say, just make sure several things, just to make sure everybody understands. In America, I am educated, and I'm educated on this subject very well. I have not unlimited resources, but enough resources that I could have gone anywhere in the world. I have very good health insurance in America, so if I stayed in America and got this surgery, it would have been free. I did not do that. I came here and I paid for my surgery because this was a better option for me, and so much of a better option in my mind that I was willing to pay for it as opposed to getting a surgery from as any elite institution, any institution in the United States I wanted, I could have gotten for free. So that's what I want to make sure we understand, really, even in the decision that that's what I chose.
So I tell you, Indian diaspora, so many of them, they come to this place and get the things done. We have, this is, let me give you the background of Apex Art Institute. This is a 12-year-old institute. Yeah, this is the 13th year. And this is not probably actually the only institute in the country where no marketing department exists. We don't market ourselves. Our patients market ourselves. So what happens is all those patients have one apprehension. The families have only one apprehension. If we go to India as non-resident Indians for the treatment, they will charge you more. They will, just get unnecessary investigations done. They will do unnecessary procedures and all those of it. I don't say that they are completely wrong, because everywhere, there are good people and there are bad people.
There is black sheep everywhere in
everywhere.
every.
So my message is, okay, you do lot of homework before choosing your doctor. But once you choose your doctor, go all out and trust the doctor. This is the only message.
Right.
Then you don't think much.
I agree.
Since it was Dr. Tejas and Aman both collaborating on this project, were there any differences of opinion on the course of treatment that should be taken or not?
This guy is always, confronting every single decision.
Yes, I see you're so lucky because he's the new blood,
So much.
right? He knows the latest stuff. So please enlighten us on
He
that.
knows the latest stuff too.
That's through him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So we do have some fights and arguments, and I'm here now since last 3 years, and he always used to tell me that after you work with somebody for 1,000 days, everything gets back to normal because you know the idiosyncrasies of each other, and you start getting adjusted. So even now we have difference of opinions, but now he has also started agreeing to what I say many a time. Even I have started listening to him.
His name is Patel. I'm sure he would have been welcomed very amicably even in the United
I
States.
have something to say,
Yeah.
people. So this, I get lot of, sort of offers that we can expand Apex 2, Apex 3, Apex 4. But I have a very preconceived mindset. He may not agree with me, but I want to expand, but I want to expand vertically. Whatever happens first in the world, some few of them should happen in this place. Any new technology has to be introduced, and then it has to be mastered, and then it has to be practiced for the betterment of our own people. This is what is my philosophy, rather than because I am extremely concerned about the same type of quality care if I go on expanding the places, and now increasing the number of beds. And then I don't know. It may be, it may be more lucrative as far as the economics are concerned, but I don't know, patient care may not be at that level. It may be little down or even more down.
I have saved some people's lives along the way, and I've helped a lot of people who were sick get better. But in addition, I've also trained a lot of residents, the surgery residents, to become surgeons. A large number of the surgeons I've trained are the Indian diaspora in America. So, by making me have a longer life, not only do I go back to America and hopefully save more lives, but I also have more years to train residents to become surgeons, and quite a few of them are Indian diaspora, and some have come back to India and practice here.
That's really nice.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everybody said the benefit is good, but there's actually a benefit to India to having me live longer in America because I am training not everyone, but 30% of the surgeons I train, probably Indian. There was a Nepalese one, but mostly Indian. And some of my good friends in America are Indian surgeons. Some that I've trained.
One last question, Jason. If you had to encapsulate, can you list out 3 qualities of Dr. Tejas Patel that really strike out to you?
Brilliant, qualified, and organized.
Okay, excellent. Anything, Rose, your reaction to this?
Just that I, again, am so impressed with the care that my husband received. And I do think what Dr. Patel said about, when you make a decision and you choose a doctor, you have to put your full trust in that doctor. And I think it was the best decision that we made to have Dr. Patel, coordinate Jason's care and make sure that he got everything that he needed. So,
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you.
And we are journalists and supposed to be slightly skeptical, but I would want to add 2 more things about Tejas, Dr. Tejas Patel. That he is brilliant goes without saying. He has the highest number of angiographies listed on his name. But what I would want to add is that Dr. Tejas is a great doctor, but he is a superhuman being.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's the
We
reason.
agree.
Yes.
We agree.
Nature is so kind to him for that.
India is very lucky.